Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to offer a couple remarks in support of this amendment. In general, what this legislation is doing is removing accountability for healthcare professionals. And as it's currently written, it does so very, very broadly. And if this legislation were passed and signed into law, it would mean that if an individual went into a hospital, let's say they went into a hospital for an amputation, and for some reason the doctors amputate the wrong leg, that the doctors in the hospital could simply explain that mistake away and have a full shield from any liability by describing the fact that there happened to be some COVID-19 patients somewhere in the hospital system. There was additional strain in the hospital system because of COVID-19, and therefore they're not going to take responsibility. They're not going to make our citizens whole if there are mistakes or errors or gross misdiagnoses. So what my amendment does is it adds language to the definition of a provider by making it clear that this protection from liability only applies when mistakes are made related to the treatment, diagnosis, prevention, or mitigation of COVID-19, or the assessment or care of an individual with a confirmed case or suspected case of COVID-19. If we do not narrowly tailor this language to COVID-19, my concern is that this liability shield will be used to protect folks who have engaged in gross misdiagnoses, errors in judgment, errors in procedures that normally they would and should be accountable for. So thank you, Mr. President, and I ask that my colleagues support this amendment.